Today we're making 2 vegan and dairy-free strawberry cheesecake smoothie recipes that taste like pie in a glass. Serve these healthy blended recipes for an easy breakfast, snack, or dessert. We're using only wholesome ingredients with no dairy or gluten, so these recipes are perfect for vegan, paleo, and real food diets. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Clean Eating Kitchen. I'm Carrie, and this is my channel where I share easy gluten-free and dairy-free recipes to help you feel your best. I always mention this, but I've been eating this way for several years now, and it really helps me manage my PCOS and autoimmune disease. So if you're looking for recipes that fit this criteria, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're alerted whenever I upload a new video. So let's first jump into our strawberry cheesecake smoothie recipe, and then we're going to make a strawberry cheesecake smoothie bowl recipe that has a few twists. So to make our strawberry cheesecake smoothie, it's really actually very easy. We're going to start with 1 cup of plant-based milk, and I'm actually using homemade pumpkin seed milk today. If you would like to see how I make that recipe, let me know. I can also link it in the description box below. It is a very easy plant-based milk recipe, and it is one of my favorites. Next, we're going to add some soaked cashews. Now, I say soaked cashews because what I did was I took some raw organic cashews and I put them in some very hot water for about 15 minutes, and then I drained and rinsed them in cool running water, and we're just going to add these to our smoothie. And the cashews add a richness that is going to help replicate that cheesecake feel in our smoothie. I don't know if you know this, but when you make a vegan cheesecake, you often use cashew nuts because they're very bland and neutral in flavor, but they have a really great richness, and so they can take on whatever kind of flavorings you're adding to the cheesecake, or in this case, to our cheesecake smoothie. And then of course, we have to add some frozen fruit. And we are using a mix of frozen banana and frozen strawberries. And so I will put the exact description, I will put the exact recipe for this smoothie in the description box below. And of course, as I mentioned, after we make the smoothie version, we're going to make a smoothie bowl version. And I have a few special ingredients for the smoothie bowl, so be sure to stick around for that recipe too. Now, when I was testing this recipe, I felt like the color wasn't as vibrant as I wanted it to be. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of beetroot powder to this smoothie recipe. And this is completely optional. You don't have to add it, but I feel like it will add a little bit of a prettier color to the smoothie. But again, that's totally optional. And then our last ingredient, you can see this is a very simple recipe, is we're going to add a half of a lemon that we're going to juice. So the juice of half a lemon. And this will just continue to add a little bit of that authentic cheesecake flavor. And the reason is because when you make a normal cheesecake, of course you use cream cheese, which has a little bit of a sour flavor. And so to replicate that, we're adding the freshly squeezed lemon juice. And that's it. We just had a few simple ingredients. I have a few special toppings after we make the smoothie, but let's go ahead and blend it up. And you'll notice today I'm actually using my Blendtec blender as opposed to my Vitamix. I have both. I think they're both great blenders. They're both considered high-speed blenders. And you really do need a high-speed blender to make these types of smoothies with nuts and seeds, because the high-speed completely blends the nuts and seeds and makes the smoothies really smooth. And so I do recommend a Blendtec or a Vitamix. So let's go ahead and blend it up. Here we go. So it really only took about 30 seconds. I'm always surprised at how fast it is to make a smoothie in these high-speed blenders. Oh, it smells so good. It is, of course, a very beautiful pink and smells like strawberry. And then we're going to serve it up with a few special toppings to make it really taste like a cheesecake. So I think you'll agree that was such a simple smoothie recipe, and it looks so good. I cannot wait to taste this. And then of course we're gonna make our second version, but let me taste this one and then I'll compare for you. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I have a little bit of the brightness from the lemon, And it's just perfectly sweet, even without any extra sweeteners. So I love that about this smoothie. And if you wanted to even add more nutrition to this without affecting the flavor too much, you could add a few pieces of frozen cauliflower. And if you want to check out my last video, which is my gingerbread smoothie, I showed you how I like to blanch and then freeze the cauliflower, which makes it really easy to digest and doesn't make you feel bloated. So I will link that on the screen and you can check out that smoothie and my tricks for making frozen cauliflower. Now let's jump into our strawberry cheesecake smoothie bowl recipe, which is what we're gonna make next. So for our strawberry cheesecake smoothie bowl, we're gonna make a few changes, and I'm also using this smaller blender pitcher that came with my Blendtec because it has this thing that is kind of like the tamper that comes with the Vitamix. It will help blend it up, because the thing with smoothie bowls versus smoothies is that you have to use a lot less liquid in a smoothie bowl. Therefore, your mixture is just a lot thicker. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start this time with just about 1/3 of a cup of plant milk, and I'm using the pumpkin seed milk again. Just put that in the pitcher there. And then we're gonna use the same type of fruit. We're gonna use some frozen banana and frozen strawberries, of course. And then one big difference that we're going to make with this smoothie bowl recipe, just for fun, is that I actually got some vegan cream cheese. And so rather than using cashews in this smoothie bowl, we're gonna use vegan cream cheese and make this really taste like a cheesecake smoothie. So then I just have a little bit of vanilla extract. I actually forgot to put it in the smoothie recipe, but you can. You don't have to. I left it out and it was fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend this up. And again, of course, you have to use a tamper for this one. This acts like the lid. So we put this on, and it will be a little bit more effort to blend this up because we don't have as much liquid, but that's what we want to make the smoothie bowl consistency. And for this smoothie bowl, I also have some fun toppings, so I'll show you that after we blend it up. So our smoothie bowl is so much thicker than our smoothie. And I know people have really strong opinions if they like a smoothie versus a smoothie bowl. I personally like a smoothie better than a smoothie bowl, but my husband loves the thickness of a smoothie bowl, so this one is gonna be for him. So let's give our smoothie bowl a taste. And this smoothie bowl, as you can see, I topped it with a little bit of a grain-free granola. And so this recipe is completely vegan and paleo still. And of course, if you wanted to serve this as a meal replacement, you could always add a scoop of your favorite protein powder. But let's give it a taste. I love it with that vegan cream cheese. It gives it that little bit of a sour brightness flavor that is so reminiscent of a vegan cheesecake. It is sweet and creamy and so delicious. And I've created a playlist of some of my other favorite smoothie recipes. They're always dairy-free, they're always gluten-free, and I hope that you will check that out. And I will link to that gingerbread smoothie that I mentioned earlier, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.